What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm going to be showing how to make Church's Chicken. If you are not familiar with what this is, it is a Texan fast food restaurant that sells, believe it or not, chicken. This will only be the exterior. The interior will be a tutorial, just a separate part. And, yeah, here it is. I actually don't know how good this is. I've never had it. I think there is one in my state, but I've just never, at least one, but I've just never been to it. Anyway, here's a sneak peek at the inside for next time, and with that being said, that is all, so enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Here are all the materials we're needing for this build. Alrighty, and the space we need for this is a 20 by 24, and the materials we're needing to start off are bricks, blue concrete, black stained glass, bamboo doors, smooth quartz, quartz pillar. I almost just called it pillar quartz. It's been a while since it's been named that. Black stained glass pens. Yellow terracotta. Hey, look, it's me. Ignore that. I'm just looking. Doing a little peeking. Okay, is that all, I guess? We'll just go with that, yeah. I know if I get a ninth material, I'll be like, oh yeah, we're supposed to get this instead. Anyway, starting from the front left-hand corner of your 20 by 24 wood coffee mid. I actually think I know what that last material is going to be. You want to count back diagonally right by 2, and going right, you're going to place 6 bricks. Then right of that, 3 black stained glass. Or actually, technically that works, but it'd be black glass, bamboo door, and then black glass, so just the middle glass you'll replace with a door. I don't know why I just defaulted to 3 glass. And then you'll place 8 bricks beyond that. Like so. The brick to the right of the doorway here, you're going to place a smooth quartz in front of that you'll bring up by 2. The brick on the left, you'll place a blue concrete in front of that you'll bring up by 3. We'll do more with that later, because it's weird, but... Extend the black glass either side of the door up by 2 and connect over top of the door with another one. Before we continue to build up, I think I kind of want to get the whole base laid out so we can kind of do the numbers as we need to. But going back here on the left side, you want to take this end brick and extend it back by, or I guess the first brick you place, extend it back by 5. Black glass, bamboo door, black glass, and then I want to say 12 bricks. Yes, that would be correct, 12. Pretty much the same thing here. The only difference is that it's inverted. So the block to the left of the opening will be the smooth quartz with 2 up, and the block to the right will be the blue with 3 up. And then the black glass either one up, brought up by 2, and you'll connect together at the top. Cool. Again, we'll focus more on that later. From the right side here, you want to take this particular brick, and you want to extend it back by... Hold on, I don't have the number. We're going to go 9 to start. And then I'll place a yellow terracotta to the right of that. And then I'll go back with an additional, I also don't know this number, that's cool, 11 bricks again. Huh, that lines up, really? Huh, I didn't know that, that's funny. Left of that, you'll place a brick. Then you would want a spruce door, so you can actually grab one out. And then you'll connect that spruce door all the way left with bricks to fill in the build. If you don't care for my interior, make that back wall wherever you want. I'd actually go a little further back, maybe. I think the sizing was good for me. I don't know, it feels so square, and I don't like that. To the left of the spruce door, you'll just place a yellow terracotta behind that brick. We might as well do this first, actually. Either yellow terracotta you want to extend up by 6. That will be important for maybe the next step? No, something a little later. So, you want to take the front left corner of the build and place 2 quartz pillars on top of that brick. Going both right of it and back of it, you want to place alternating black stained glass panes and quartz pillars that should face up until you reach, like, kind of diagonally connecting to whatever it'll be. I guess actually just blue on both. And then I'll just place smooth quartz kind of tucked behind the blue. Like so. From the front right-hand corner, similar thing, 2 quartz pillar up here, but this side is different. You're going left with 2 panes each, quartz pillar, 2 panes, quartz pillar, and then you'll have the smooth quartz tucked behind again. But you're going back with, again, 2 pins, quartz pillar, smooth quartz, quartz pillar, 2 pins, quartz pillar, and then I'll smack some smooth quartz behind the yellow there. Is there another window on the left? No. Okay. So what you can do is there is one more here on the right side. Just continuing back from this smooth quartz row, you'll place another row, quartz pillar row. For now, 2 rows of panes, another quartz pillar row, and I'm going to punch out the bottom right pane. That's a drive-through window. I don't have parking lot and stuff, by the way, because I only do that for refresh, just to make refresh more interesting. I just got a notification for my own Premiere. Why does YouTube always do that? Anyway, from this point, you want to... I don't know why it scared me. You on top of each brick that does not have a block on top of it, you want to place 5 smooth quartz moving up. Every other... Really, I want to say every other block, but that's not true. Pretty much just like the... where you have these windows here. The only exception that I guess I would point out is over top of the doorway here, you can't... I guess you could, actually. Yeah, no, I'm going to tell you to do it anyway, actually, so... again, in total, you're having 5 rows up from just like you can pick a corner, and you'll really just level off everything in kind of a giant rectangle. Still kind of ignoring these lines of yellow and blue and stuff that are sticking out, including these smooth quartz lines, these rows of 3. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am for the most part. Been a while since I've built a tutorial that is, I guess, quote-unquote original and not a remake or refresh or something. I've been doing so much refresh, it's been crazy, but this is like the first just proper city tutorial, because obviously there's been zoo enclosures and all these ridiculous maps and things, but it's nice for a change. I've been working on a cheesecake factory, but it's been just annoying. I'll probably show that eventually, but I'm just not having a good time with it. It's not really being pleasant. Is it in view? No. It is over here somewhere. Actually, it might be in view. It might be up there. I can't tell. Anyway, you want to take the blue concrete row here on the front, and the top blue you want to extend all the way right until you overhang the right side by 1, and then all the way back until you collide into the yellow terracotta. Continuing behind that, the only other really thing is over the drive-through window, just really above either quartz pillar and the 2 center panes, you'll just place a little row of 4 blue concrete like so. You'll do basically the same thing with the other blue concrete row. Only difference is you're bringing it back until it overhangs the back of the build by 1, and then all the way right until it smacks into that yellow. Cool. And that just kind of makes things look a little bit nicer. At least in my opinion, I guess. Ignore me again. You can get rid of your spruce door and get out oak planks. We'll just go with that for now. And on top of the... on both sides, pretty much where the doorway is, you want to have a row of 5 oak planks just over top of it going across like so. It'll start from the end of this blue concrete row, and I guess it'll just go an additional 4 over from that point. And you're doing this on both the front and the left. Generally, I don't go flush with things like this, but I actually found this look better than not doing it that way, so... I'll extend either side plank up by 4 and then connect together at the top to just give a gaping hole in the center, which is a 3x3 opening. Cool. In each corner of this opening, I'm placing a yellow terracotta, which will leave you with kind of a plus shape that you'll fill in with blue concrete. I did both the logo and the banner letters for this. I just didn't feel like the logo gave you enough, so that was why I also had the banner letters. Anyway, you can take the top, what would it be, the top 2 rows of oak planks and extend them, I'm going to say back by 2. Just keep in mind that when I say that, that really only means, like, when you're looking at the front. So the front goes back, but the left would technically go right. And then you will connect them at the back of each, or themselves, I guess, just kind of like this to create a rectangle. Cool. Really all that's left now is just a bunch of detailing, so you can clear your inventory and get out the following. Bamboo shelves, bamboo trapdoors, pale oak fence gates, and bamboo buttons. Other than the banner letters, and obviously I guess the roof, that's gonna finish everything. So each of these one block windows, it's only the ones on this like front left corner because they're the only one block ones. Above each of the windows, you're going to play, or the, I guess, black stained glass panes, you're going to place a bamboo shelf off the wall with a trapdoor above it opened against the wall as well. I fought this design for like ever, and I just couldn't get anything to look better. I think that's fine. You could actually, here's a fun idea. You could replace the smooth quartz behind the trapdoors with sea lanterns. Give you some light. Only issue is that would be the only spot with light, so you can kind of, you can debate that either way. I think it looks fine regardless. What? Okay, I just wasn't pressing space, I guess. That's embarrassing. For each of the logos, I want to come back to these funny little plus shapes that look like almost inverted color medic symbols. On the top blue concrete, you want to place a bamboo button. On the center row of 3 going across, I'm going to place pale oak fence gates off of each of them, opened against them. Not really perfect, but hopefully it gets the point across. You can get rid of those and get out a loom, some white banners, along with white and blue dye. You can slap your loom aggressively on the floor, and then you can just get rid of it in your inventory, just to save that slot. And you want to put in your first white banner, and along with a blue dye, and do the line down the right with blue, which is pale sinister. I might just stop saying the names of the patterns. Feels easier. Put in a white dye and do the line left to right to the center, which is fast. Too bad, I'm going to keep doing it anyway. Blue back in, line across top and bottom, along with down the left. There's your C. Next one, H. Line down left and right. So the pale Dexter and sinister. And then line left to right through center, which is fast. Next one, the U. Line across bottom, which is base fast. Line down right and left again. Next one, those lines are used in like every banner pattern. Line down the right, put in your white dye and do the full, what is it, bottom half is white, which is going to be perfest inverted. Blue dye back in, line left to right through the center and also across the top, which will be fest and chief fest. Line down the left, which will give you a P, and then you want to do the diagonal from top left to bottom right, which should just be bend, and then it'll give you your R. Next 2 letters are C and H, which we already have both of them, so the next one will just do the S. Line across top and bottom, which is chief fest and base fest. Same bend as we did for the last letter. And there you go. That says almost churro in your inventory. I want a churro now. Along the right side here, you want to take above the windows. You're going to take the top left smooth quartz if you're looking at this. Count right by 1 and going right, you're placing the following banner pattern, or the following banners. You're doing the C, H, U, R, C, H, and then S. I fought this as well because I wanted to try to fit the apostrophe in, like here. There's just not a good way to do it. Unless you did an entire banner pattern for, but I didn't want to do that. I was trying to essentially, I'll show you what I was trying to do. Like this, kind of. But what I didn't like about that is from the front, you can see right now it sticks out, but I would have had it another block out because of the roof trim. So I just abandoned it because I didn't think it was working. But anyway, to finish off the exterior, you just need polished blackstone and polished blackstone stairs. And you want to, on each top smooth quartz or oak plank, place polished blackstone. Ignore the yellow terracottas. I'll get to that in a sec. Around the outside of the polished blackstones, you'll place opposite on polished blackstone stairs, all facing outward. The oak planks are pretty simple. Kind of just a ring around, as you would expect. The weirder one is the bottom, so I missed a section. That's cool. When you place these stairs around here, you don't want to cut in front of the oak planks or the yellow terracotta. You kind of just want to hit the yellow, like here, stop, skip over it, and then keep going. And yeah, that's the extent of that. Nothing really, I guess, insane, but definitely a little strange, because I normally don't have rows like that. Every once in a while I do, but normally I'd have them taller, not flush, so I guess that's where it's really weird. You want to fill in line with the polished blackstone for, I guess, each of the 3 kind of roofs with more polished blackstone. Let me just do a command for this, because I might as well. Boink. And anyway, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the exterior for your church's chicken complete. I almost just instinctively said a refresh or remake. That's hilarious. It's really been that many. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. As I mentioned, interior should be sooner rather than later. Maybe tomorrow, but I don't know how videos are working anymore because, well, I don't know. I guess it is only January. Because I'm like used to things being so far ahead. So I'm like, yeah, no, I got to be thinking ahead. But no, I'll probably release this sooner than a lot of other things. So anyway, with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Oh, I have all my emojis. Peace.